I decided to give a speech today because of something happened over the weekend. I want to get it off my chest. Halloween is around the corner, and I am a member of the WeChat group. It's a group chat app, and inside that group, people are talking about attending the Halloween party at Great American. And one person said, "Oh, I'm a little scared because of what happened last year." And then another person asked, "What happened last year?" So here's the background story in case you don't know. Last Halloween, there was a large group of robbers who entered the park and terrorized the guests. And the head of the group quickly responded in 5 Chinese words. 黑人抢东西. Black people were robbing people. Those of you who know me know that I'm very sensitive to stuff like this. These 5 words were grating on my nerve. I felt that I have to say something. But before I do it, I want to do my research. So I Googled the incident. I went through several news articles. Not once have I seen the word black or African. The term the reporters used was teen mob. And I also read that there were over 100 of them. Only one arrest was made, but the identity of the suspect wasn't revealed. So I just said what I read and asked the head of the group, "Why did you say they were black?" And quickly, another person said, "Oh yeah, last year they were black." And then I replied, there were over 100 of them, and it was Halloween. I'm sure some of them might be wearing masks. I think it's a little irresponsible to summarize the incident in 5 words. Black people were robbing people. And then another person quickly chimed in, "Oh, my friend was robbed. She was there. They were all black." Okay, I didn't want to start a fight. So I decided to message the head of the group privately. He's a friend of mine, and he's the one who first came up with the 5 words. I said, "We know each other for a while. Because of some of my personal experience, I am very sensitive to things like this. Out of the 100-something robbers, maybe there are a lot of black kids. Maybe the majority of them were black. Maybe they were all black. But you saying black people were robbing people made me uncomfortable. I see you as a friend, that's why I let you know how I feel." And then he responded, "I understand. I was there. They were all black. I'm just stating the fact." Okay, there's nothing left for me to say. He was there, but he wasn't robbed. If he was, he would say so. So what most likely happened was he was there in the park. He saw the commotion and chaos. He saw the people running scared. I don't think it was possible for him to identify every member of the mob positively as black. Let's say if there's one robber who's not black, he could be white, Asian, Hispanic, Native American. I don't think it's fair to say black people were robbing people. You might be thinking, I'm just being difficult and nitpicky. Maybe I am. Or you might think that I was just trying to be politically correct. No, I'm not a political person. I don't follow politics. I don't want to be politically correct. I want to be factually correct. I want to be morally correct. Let me take a step back. Let's say we were able to identify each and every member of the mob and verify that they were all black without a single exception. I still don't think you should say black people were robbing people. Why? People were robbed. That's the fact. You could have stopped there. But you think equally important is the fact that the robbers are black. You have to make clear of that. You have to let the world know that black people were robbing people. What purpose does it serve? Other than to spread hatred, to reinforce the stereotype. Speaking of stereotypes, I have an example. There's this stereotype that Asians are bad drivers. It's not true, and not even a lot of people believe that. But let's say you were hit by a bad driver, and that driver happened to be Asian, and your friend asked you what happened. You could have said, "Oh, I got hit," but instead you said, "Oh, I got hit by an Asian driver." So casual. It happens all the time. You got hit by an Asian driver, so did you, and yesterday it happened to me. Let's not forget Asians are bad drivers. It's so unnecessary. Yeah, you got hit. Who cares if the driver is Asian? Nobody even asked you. Let me take another step back. It might be true that there are a lot of criminals that are black. but I refuse to believe they were born that way. I strongly believe that we were all born innocent. How many black people became criminals because of the environment they grew up in, because of the society they grew up in, because they were seen as criminals before we even got to know them, because they were never given a chance. It's up to us to fix it. There were good people and bad people in every ethnic group. It's so tempting to hate the entire group as a whole. But don't do that. Don't spread hatred. That's all I got to say today. Thanks, everyone, for hearing my rant. You don't have to agree with me, but if one of you, even if just one of you, stop and think about how I feel and what I mean, then my mission is accomplished. I can say I spoke up for what I believed in, and I made a little difference today. Thank you.